Have you ever failed so badly that it almost destroyed everything you worked for? Now imagine failing 3 times in a row, in front of the entire world, while burning through hundreds of millions of dollars, with everyone watching, laughing, and saying, "He's finished." That's where Elon Musk once stood, not as the richest man in the world, but as a man staring straight into failure. The year was 2008. SpaceX had just launched its third rocket, the Falcon 1, and once again, it exploded. 3 failures, 3 heartbreaks, and only 1 launch left before the company would go bankrupt. Elon had invested his own fortune, the money he made from PayPal, and poured every dollar into SpaceX and Tesla. Both companies were bleeding cash, and people called him crazy, arrogant, even delusional. But here's the twist. Instead of giving up, Elon smiled and said, "Failure is an option here. If things are not failing, you are not innovating enough." That's the art of failing forward. Musk didn't treat failure as an ending. He treated it as data. Every failed rocket taught his team something new. A glitch, a weakness, a better design. Every mistake was a message saying, "You're closer than you think." And so, just weeks later, came Falcon 1, Flight 4. This time, the rocket soared into orbit. For the first time in history, a private company had launched a liquid-fueled rocket into space. That single success changed everything. NASA noticed, investors came back. And Elon? He had just proved that impossible was only a temporary word. But Elon's story doesn't stop there. Years later, Tesla faced another kind of failure, a crisis of production. He called it production hell. The Model 3 line was breaking down. Cars weren't coming out fast enough. The company was weeks away from collapse. And where was Elon? Sleeping on the factory floor. Not in an office, not at home, but on the ground next to his workers, eating cold pizza and fixing robots himself. He once said, "I don't believe in waiting for things to get better. I believe in working to make them better." That's not luck. That's obsession. That's leadership built on failure, not fear. So, what can we learn from this? 3 lessons. Simple, but powerful. Lesson 1. Embrace failure as feedback. Every mistake is a map showing you where not to go, but it's still part of the journey. Lesson 2. Fail fast, learn faster. Elon launches rockets, software, even cars before they're perfect. Because perfection kills progress. He'd rather crash early and fix it fast. Lesson 3. Think from first principles. Instead of asking, "What do others do?" he asks, "What are the raw truths of this problem?" That's how he made rockets 10 times cheaper. Not by copying NASA, but by rebuilding the logic from scratch. Here's the truth. Most people fear failure because it hurts. But Elon Musk shows us that failure doesn't mean the end. It means you're in the middle of becoming someone stronger. So the next time you fail, remember this moment. Remember the rocket that exploded 3 times before touching the stars. Remember the man who slept on a cold floor to keep his dream alive. And ask yourself, am I failing backward or am I failing forward? Because in the end, the difference between people who stop and people who soar is not luck, not talent, not even money. It's the courage to fail and keep moving forward. This is the art of failing forward. And Elon Musk, he just happens to be its greatest student.